Hi, it's Sherelle. I'm back with you again on day number, well, it's day number 2 for me. I don't know what day it is for you, but this is video number 2. Your profile gives the first impression. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And I want you, well, actually, let's go through a quick review of yesterday. We talked about in video number 1, social media is important for your business. And I left a homework assignment for everyone to do, which was to identify your target market. Some of you were old heads, you've done that before, so it was easy for you to do. Some of you, this was a new exercise, so you're just kind of starting from scratch. And I totally get that. I started from scratch several years ago when I was defining my target market, didn't quite know what it was going to be. But I did figure it out. And it was an interesting exercise because my target market ended up being the market that I had initially described for myself, but I wasn't certain that that's who I wanted to continue to talk to. But now I've been in business for a while, I'm definitely certain that my target audience, my target market is what I described in the comments under video 1. And guys, here's the thing, the more descriptive you can be on who your target audience is, the more direct your messaging can be to that person. So this is a very important exercise that you should do as a business owner. You got to know who you're talking to. You need to know who your avatar is. That was the word that I used. The avatar, okay? You got to be able to see this person. If this person is, you got to see him in your mind, because if you can see him in your mind, you can begin to attract that person to you. And then you can also start to uniquely structure and customize a message for that avatar, for that target market, okay? So here's the thing you want to consider. If you don't have a target market, if you didn't take that exercise seriously that I gave you yesterday, and you're like, I know what it is, and you're in your mind saying, oh, I talk to anybody that is, anyone that's, that feels that they're overweight. That's my target market because I sell a diet pill. Well, that's not enough. Okay, you got to get much more descriptive, because listen, if you aim at nothing, you're going to get nothing. And that's what a lot of us are doing as business owners on social media. We're using it. Some of us are using social media for pleasure, but we're also using it for business. But we're talking to everybody. We're talking to the world, because we're just, it's like throwing spaghetti at the wall. Your product is the spaghetti. You're throwing it at the wall and just hoping it'll stick. And whoever likes what it is that I'm offering, will bite. And that's the wrong way to market. Marketing is very strategic. It is very focused. It's a very and the effort is very focused as well. Okay, so we want to get you very narrowed in your thinking of who your avatar is, because we want to make certain that when we get a little bit further on in these video trainings, that when you start crafting your message, you're crafting that message to the right person. Okay, we want to aim. We want to aim at the right person. Okay, so here's the question again: who are you trying to attract? Okay, let's define that. Who are you trying to attract? Who do you want on your team? Right. So if you could be in network marketing and you're building a team. Maybe you are, maybe you're trying to employ some people for the business that you own. Maybe you own a real estate brokerage. Right? So who are you trying to attract on your team? Who is your perfect customer? If you have a product or a service that you're trying to get out there, if you just wrote a book, who is your perfect customer that should be reading this book? Okay? Where do they live? How old are they? Are they male or female? Like, what are their desires? What are their challenges? Like, really think about what this avatar looks like. Okay? And then I want you to go back up and do your homework and revise. Okay, if you didn't put your homework assignment in the comment section, you need to do that before you move on, because I'm moving on because I did it. But go ahead and revise what you put up there and make certain that you put your best foot forward in figuring out who that avatar is by asking some of those detailed questions. Okay, because we got to know, we gotta know who we're talking to before you're able to move forward in this video 2, which is your profile. It gives the right impression. So let's talk briefly about why this profile is so important. let's remember why we're together and why we're in this group right now. We are all interested in growing our business and generating leads for our business. And I'm teaching you how to generate leads that are free, okay? So if we're gonna do that exercise, that's my main goal, right? As we finish up these 5 videos, my main goal is to teach you how to do that, but I've got to make certain that you're able to generate traffic to you, right? So in order to get people coming to you, I need you to start looking better, okay? And where you appear, you know, to everyone is on your profile, okay? And so if we can figure out how to generate traffic to you, we're talking about free traffic. If we can figure out how to generate free traffic to you, you'll never go. I'm going to use a quote from one of my mentors, and his name is Vic Strizas, and he says, "You will never go hungry in business once you master traffic generation and master conversions. You can sell anything in business once you become an expert at this." Okay, so that's what we're working on. We're working on getting traffic to you. Okay, so one of the other things we talked about yesterday, we talked about the target market. We also talked about choosing a single platform. When I talk about a platform, I'm talking about a social media platform. So whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Facebook, ManyChat, you know, WhatsApp, you know, whatever tool, YouTube, that you choose to use as your marketing tool, I want you to resolve to mastery on that. So it doesn't matter what tool you choose to be your primary social media platform. Just choose one and get really, really good at it before you start adding in a secondary social media platform, okay? You may never have to add a secondary platform because there's so many people that are swimming around as active users within, you know, the top 10 social media platforms. You can actually kill it just in that platform and go nowhere else, okay? But if you have a need or desire to expand into a secondary platform, you can do that. But first, resolve to mastery in the first primary platform. Okay, so today's platform I'm actually going to be walking you through is my primary platform, which is Facebook. Facebook is where I have resolved to mastery, and that's where I'm generating a lot of my leads from. In fact, let me give you some statistics. Just last week, I started a campaign, and as of today, I've generated 153 leads, new leads, and they're free leads, okay, by what I'm teaching you right now, okay? So follow with me. It does work. All right. What are we going to do? What are we going to do next? Okay, let's talk. We got to talk about branding. We have to talk about branding and how important branding is. My phone is ringing. I should have turned my phones off, right? Let's turn my phones off. In fact, let's turn my cell phone off. Let's turn everything off so we are not interrupted. Do not disturb. That's what I just put my phone on. Okay, cool. Okay, let's talk about branding and what you should be promoting. Okay, so you're in business for yourself. You're an entrepreneur. And you have some offer that you want people to purchase, whether it's a product or a service. You know, it is what it is. But I want to tell you that your business is, well, your business is not the thing that you want to have up front. Okay, I want you to know that you are your business. All right, you are your business. Your company that you're affiliated with, the company that you represent is not your business. Your product and or your service is not your business. You are your business. People are joining you in business. People are buying your product and services. People are interested in you. Okay, so everything you do in business must always circulate back to you. It's about who you're being, how you're showing up, and what you're talking about that people are attracted to. Okay, you get that? All right, so who are you? Who are you? Do you know who you are? We just defined your target market, so you know, what are you offering them? You know, how do you show up to those people? What do you represent? Right? You got to answer that question. How do you help people? These are the questions I'm asking you so you can start thinking about your brand. You know, you've already defined who you serve, but now I'm asking you, how do you serve them? How are you going to help them? How are you going to help them resolve and provide solutions to their problems and their obstacles? Okay, so branding is all about you. So when we're looking at establishing an initial impression, the initial impression that your audience has about you, you want to start thinking about how I can appear as an authority in the niche that you are functioning and working in. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm actually going to go right into Facebook. I'm going to share my screen so you can see exactly what we're going to do here. I'm going to share my screen. I probably should have tested on a different device that you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, let's see here. Let me just do a quick check because I want to make certain that I'm seeing what you're seeing. So let me look at the video on a different device. Give me one moment. Let's see. Okay, I'm in. Okay, cool. Okay, I think we're in business. Yeah, we're in business. Okay, cool. So here's my main profile right here. All right. Okay, so this is my main profile that we're sitting in right now. Oh, let me fix something else. Go to your main profile because we can just do this together, actually. You can watch me do it and you can do it at the same time. Okay? So go ahead and open up your profile. All right, so here we are on the main profile. Okay, so we want to make certain that your profile is set up to attract people, all right? So this is the main profile page. We want to make certain your profile is set up to attract people. If you have a Twitter profile or an Instagram profile or LinkedIn profile, what I'm teaching you and showing you is exactly the same. I mean, the location of where everything is may be a little bit different, but all social media sites have a profile page. So you want to set it up so that you're attracting people to you. Okay, so remember that starts with you. You are the brand, so we got to build you up as an authority of whatever niche you're working with them. Okay, so this is your opportunity to give people your first impression. And so what I want you to do, the very most important thing to do is to look at your profile picture. Guys, your profile picture needs to be a picture of you. Yes, it does. Why? Because you are this person. So when someone is, let's say someone friend requests you or you reach out and friend request them or someone's following you, the first thing they're going to do is look at your profile picture. They want to know who is this person, okay? I think far often we see people putting, pictures of, their dog, or their cat or even their children. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to go in there. Their dog, their cat, their children. Some people put,
Hey,
oh, how do I get out of there?
go
Oh,
in.
that's me from yesterday. Let's get out of that. Hush up, Sherelle. Okay, so some people put their dog.
Okay, this is
I'm
Sherelle.
still talking in there.
Sherelle Slace. We're going to be talking.
Get out of there. I'm just going to shut it down completely and go back in. Hold on for a second. Bop, 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 bop. All right, let's get it started. Right? Let's get it started quickly. If you're a hip hop head, you would have said, play that beat, because that's a song actually. Okay, so anyhow, this is your profile picture right here. This profile picture needs to be visually appealing. It needs to brand you, okay? Because that's what we're talking about. You are the business, so brand yourself. That's what we're talking about. This picture needs to be a bright picture. It needs to be pleasant. If you have a professional picture that was done of yourself, great, use that. Cameras these days take really great selfies. If you can get into some good light, that would be good, and take a really nice picture of yourself. Be friendly, okay, because people like to work with people that are friendly, so smile in your picture, but no one else should be in that picture. It should just be you, okay? So make certain that you update your profile picture and remove all the noise that's happening around your profile if you got other people in there. Look, I love my kids too. You know, when I had Tess, I think when I had her, I made her my profile picture for like a week, right? Just to let the world know that, you know, I just had my first baby girl. But eventually I took that down. I didn't leave it up there. I put it up there. I was making a statement, okay? Stick with your own profile picture of yourself and make certain it's just you in there, okay? You've got to put your best first impression forward. The second thing we want to talk about, and to do that, you just hover over that profile area and update picture profile. You just click the button there and it takes you to an area here where you can actually update, you know, a picture or upload a picture right on into that frame, okay? All right, the second thing you want to take a look at, and that's very important, I'd say the second most important thing is your banner. It's your cover photo, which is right here. Your banner is important, and this is where you can actually have a little bit more fun, because here is an opportunity where you can show more of your personality and what you're about, okay? You can use words, you can use images, you can just have fun here. You can show your lifestyle, you know, to the people. So here is your opportunity to expand and be creative. What I typically do, what I like to do, I'll open mine up a bit here. And this isn't a great picture now that I'm looking at it. I think I was in bad lighting when I first posted this. I'd like for this to be a little bit brighter, but what I like to do in my profile, my cover photo, my banner, is to show my why, you know? And I always have a little post with my why, like what I'm doing, okay? I'm building a legacy one day at a time. I have a picture here of myself and my children that are very important to me. I'm actually, in this picture, I'm coming from a meeting out of town. We're in Washington, D.C., so I have my, you know, work clothes on, but my kids are in their play clothes, right? And they're hanging out with me while I'm working. And with a really fun background because we're out having a good time in Washington, D.C. So this is showing a bit about who I am. And I decided to put a little message up here about what I'm doing, right? This is my why. I'm building a legacy in my children through demonstration of what it is that I'm doing, okay? So you might think to do something like that. Maybe you recently went on a great vacation, you know, and there was some really great scenery that you saw. You can certainly put a picture up of, you know, the ocean and have, you know, some content around there about, you know, your most recent vacation that you really enjoyed. You may have some pictures of you, you know, jumping, you know, in the air, you know, on top of a mountain. And that might mean something for you. That's definitely a lifestyle photo. You may have a quote. It might be your absolute favorite quote that has to do with, you know, just what you stand for, what you think about, like the big picture. You might do something like that, right? So have fun with it and make sure it's a clear image. And like I said, I wish mine were a little bit brighter. I think I might even brighten it up and repost it. But you want it to be fun and descriptive of what it is you're about. So have some fun there. You can do a lifestyle collage. So let me see if I can find one. I've done a lifestyle collage before, and let's see if I have some examples in here of where I've done a lifestyle collage. Just to give you some examples. Okay, here we go. This is some great examples. Okay, great examples. Okay, so this is the one that I have right now. Here's an example of during the holidays, right? So this was a lifestyle photo that I use. It says, cheers to a fun holiday. That's what I was telling everybody. But they were fun photos of me and Raheem, you know, out having a good time in a photo booth, acting silly and kissing on each other and laughing and putting on silly masks and that sort of thing. That showed lifestyle. It showed my why, my family having a good time during the holidays. Here's another really good one. This is my why again, my entire family together and just putting them up there. That was a good one. I was featured in a magazine, so I published that. That was a good one because it showed, you know, our family. It showed success in business. I put that up there. Here's a really good one too. This is, you know, my two kids plus my little sister. We're out having a good time, you know, during the summer. They're my why, so they're pictured in there. Here's a great one too. I was on vacation and I saw a really great, you know, I took a really great photo. This is actually in St. Kitts, Nevis in the islands. And so I took a picture of that to show lifestyle. Same here, my two kids, my new son being born, that was a photo. So you can get creative and do different things and post it. But like I said, it doesn't have to be a picture. It could be a quote. It could be even a statement of what your business is about. Like this is where you can actually brand, you know, like a motto that you use, okay? But don't put anything in there about your company. Don't put anything on this picture about your product, okay? This is all about you. We're branding you as the business because you are the business, okay? All right, cool. So let's go to another section. Let's talk about the about section. So here's the about section right here. This is like a secondary location. People don't jump right into here right away. I probably should have done this in order, but anywho, we're here now. So here's the about section. So go ahead and start filling out the about section. For the longest time, I had all of these blank. In fact, it was my father that told me that my about section was blank. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess it is. So make sure you fill this out because people do look. If they're following you, they're checking around to figure out who you are. So select the details about you and go ahead and write, you know, who are you? You know, what are you about? You know, spend time writing about who you are, but don't pitch. Okay, this is not the place where you pitch about your company or pitch about your product or service or your offer. Okay, I do want you to give an email. You know, in there where it asks for an email. I do want you to give an email. I do want you to give a website so people know how to get in touch with you, but do not give your company's website because you are not your company. I mean, your business is not your company. That's your company's business. You are your business, okay? So if you have a generic website or a website that brands you, then that's the website you want to put up. All right, let people know who you are so that they know whether they want to connect with you. So that's where you're writing, you know, things out right here, okay? All right, so the reason why we're not branding the product and the company and your offer is because we want people to get curious about who we are so that they reach out to us. We want to make people reach out to us to learn more about what it is that we do and what we offer, okay? Create some curiosity. It's called curiosity marketing, all right? It's also called attraction marketing, all right? So, but make certain you include your contact information so that people know how to find you when they want to reach out to you, okay? So here is, I'd say, the third most important area. That's why I said I should have gone in order. First most important area is your profile picture. Second most important area is your cover photo. Third most important area is this intro section, okay? If someone comes through their profile, these are the top 3 things they're looking at. This intro section is super important. You should write in there what you help people to do. Okay, it could say something like, I helped 5 people lose 10 pounds last week. That could be the intro. It could be, I helped people, or I helped launched a product that generated $5 million. Okay, that's a good intro. My intro actually is pretty much just talking about what who I am and what I've accomplished. I'm a retired corporate at 30. I'm a mommy of 3. I'm an entrepreneur, home business expert, realtor, and a speaker. So that, that gives definition to who I am. Another thing I could have done is I could have said what I do, which is I build leaders and inspire them to become financially independent so that they can transition from their full-time job and come home. I could have written that in there. So there's 2 ways you can do it. Okay. So you can either do a descriptor, which describes how you can help people, or you can actually do a descriptor of who you are, like, what you stand for, right? And this is what I am. I stand for mommyhood. I'm a realtor, I'm a speaker and trainer, and I'm an entrepreneur for home-based businesses, okay? So that's how you're gonna do that. And if you notice, I made it visually pleasing. If you've been watching me and following me, I'm using emojis. And I'm breaking up how I'm writing things because it's more visually pleasing to the eye for the reader, and it makes it fun, right? Like, people don't like to read long paragraphs. You'll lose them. You've got to break it up with some color, break it up with some images, break it up with some line breaks, okay? So that's why I've got those emojis in there. So get creative with yours. And start branding yourself, okay? Okay, so now the 4th important area here is your photos section, all right? So your photos, this is actually, which photo section is this? This is my top photos? Yeah, so this is my, my top featured photos, okay? So Facebook allows you to profile or highlight 5 featured photos, okay? So this is an opportunity to really showcase who you are, okay? These photos should tell the story of what you're about. So ask yourself the question, what do you want people to know about you, okay? So if you look at mine, here's the thing. I want people to know that I am a speaker and I'm a business coach, okay? I want people to know, so because I want them to know that I'm a speaker, I put a picture of me speaking at one of my company's conventions, okay? I want them to see that I have authority in that space, all right? I also want people to know that I am in leadership, right? And that, I've got some credibility. So I took a picture here of me with a group of people at one of my company events that might show that I'm a part of something bigger than myself. So I put that picture there, that I actually work with a team, I work with other people, and that I'm influential. I want people to know that, I do have a life and I have, and I have a good time. I have fun. So I have a picture of me and my husband there because he's very important to me. And I want people to know that I'm a family person. So I've got a picture of my family. And at the same time, this kind of does it's a double win here because I'm also showing results. Because I'm telling people that I can help them transition from their full-time jobs and go back home through, earning additional income. And I need to show that I'm actually able to demonstrate success in that area. So that kind of does a double whammy there because that's an article of me in a magazine. But I'm out having fun with my family in front of our home. And then I also want to show that I travel. I travel for business. I want to show that I work remotely. I'm not in an office. So this is a picture of me in Japan building my business. And so nobody knows what business I'm building. Look at the post. Nobody knows. Feeling super productive here while in Japan, expanding our home-based business. I just finished a USA team call. So I'm showing that I'm working remotely. I'm having success. I'm traveling in my business. So that's the other image that I wanted to portray. So go through your photos. Before you go through your photos, think about who you are, your brand, right? So my brand, I have gone through this exercise. So my brand is speaker, leadership, travel, and lifestyle, and family, okay, and being a mother. So everything you see, why does that keep popping up? Everything you see about me visually that I post supports that brand image that I'm promoting. Okay. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty. So that's the visual stuff that you want to make certain is popping. That's popping in the direction that you want it to pop in. So now let's go to, let's get into the nitty gritty here. Let's go into your, let's see. I want to talk about your, hold on, let me figure out, let's go into my, not my sections. Where do I want to go? I'm going to edit my, where am I going? My about. Let's get into the friends. Go into your friends section. No, I don't want to go in the friends section yet. Go into, that's where I want to go. Do you see how I got there? Okay. Go into your, let me go back to my profile. I'm going to take you to the settings section of Facebook, because after you finish doing all this great stuff, hold on. After you finish doing view, oh, I said view as. I'm going the wrong direction. Hold on for 1 second. I don't want to view as. I want to go into my settings. So why don't I just drop down over here. Settings. There we go. I thought there was a shortcut for me to, I could have sworn there was a shortcut for me to get there a different way. But anyway, I'm in my settings. What we want to do is make certain that your settings are set so that people can actually see what you are eventually going to start posting, okay? So what I'm going to jump into is my privacy settings. Go to your privacy settings, okay? This first question is asking, who can see your posts? Well, if you have it set for private or you have it set for just friends, then the only people that are going to see what you post is just you or just your friends. But what about your friends' friends? And what about your friends' friends and friends, right? What about that whole sphere of influence out there that social media is so great at getting us connected to? Go ahead and take the plunge and set your settings to public so that you can start reaching out to more people and create a greater audience, okay? So that's what we want that to say there is public. How people find and contact you. So who can see my friend requests? I'm okay with everybody seeing who I'm requesting as friends. But here's a little hack. Who can see your friends list? I actually have this set just for me. I don't want anyone else to see my friends list. And the reason for that is because of what I do for a living. I am a recruiter, and I also launch territories. And I spent, I'd say on 2 occasions, I've gone to other markets, traveled to other markets, and made significant investments personally to go there and meet new people. And what I found is within that industry, while I was making new friends, that some of my competitors, you know, colleagues / competitors, were friending the same friends that I was friending. And I knew that there's no way in the world, you know, Jack the Rabbit knows, you know, Susie Q on the other side of the world. And that we would have 15 friends in common all of a sudden within 24 hours. And what I knew was happening was there was a person, several people that were following me, watching what I was doing, and they were allowing me to make the investment, do the work, and they were friending the same people I was friending. And so I just went ahead and closed out my list, made it private. Okay, so that's how you do that. That's totally up to you if that's something you want to do. It really just depends on what you do for a living and whether that is relevant for you. Okay, I want everyone to be able to see my email address. I want everybody to see my phone number, because if you like what I'm talking about and you want to work with me, I want to make certain that you can get in touch with me. Okay, so that's what I did there. And you know what? You don't have to have that public for yourself. There's some people that are super private, and that's fine because people can contact you on social media without you giving out your email address and phone number. Okay. I'm not that person, but you can do that if you're super private. Okay. The other thing that we want to do is make certain that within the timeline and the tagging, listen, I'm talking about branding you, right? And sometimes people tag you in photos or tag you in their posts to brand them, okay? But you want to be able to control the content that's on your site, all right? So what I have done is I've changed my settings so that only I can post on my timeline. See, only me can do that. But all of my friends who can see what posted, you know, my friends can see what's being posted, but only I can post on my timeline. I also have this set here that who can see posts you're tagged in on your timeline, friends, okay. I have it down here actually that I can review posts. So whenever I'm tagged on someone else's timeline or I'm tagged in someone else's photo or post, I can review those posts and make a determination as to whether or not I want that on my timeline. So as I'm telling you this, I'm very focused, and I want you to be very focused on your brand and protecting your brand. So that's why these settings are very important, because you want to control the message that is being provided to the field, to the public, right? Because you're trying to attract a certain person. So for example, let's say you just had an excellent party evening this past Friday night with your friends and you guys were getting it in and you were drinking and you were on the dance floor doing your thing and what have you. And one of your girlfriends is, or your guy friends is snapping a photo of you and you're like all the way turned up. And next morning, that friend posts that picture online and then goes the additional step and tags you in that picture. Next thing you know, that picture shows up on your timeline and everyone, your entire market that you're trying to attract to you, sees you partying, drinking, and all the way turned up. And perhaps that audience is not attracted to that. You might detract some people from you from having that photo up there. So you want to protect yourself in that sense. The same is true with, your product that's got your name on it. The product name is on it. Maybe you're at a company convention and you've got, the name of your opportunity or your business or your, whatever it is, whatever it is that you're selling, right? And it's blasted, it's pasted everywhere, and you're tagged in that photo. Again, we don't want anyone to see that you're represented or that we don't on the front end, we don't want them to see that you are, with any certain company or selling any sort of thing, okay? Now's not the time to do that. I will show you where you're going to be able to do that, but not here, okay? Because what we're trying to do is build your brand. All right, so then where else do we want to go? Notifications, definitely people are going to start reaching out to you, so you want to make certain your notifications are turned on. Let's see, timeline tagging. I think I pretty much hit it all as far as making certain that people can see you, people can find you. Oh, you know what? Here's a good one. Let me go to my profile again. We want to make certain that people can follow you. So where is that follow button? I want to make certain your follow button is turned on. So let me go back up here to settings. Because this is the thing, how often have you tried to reach out to someone and become their friend, but their friend button is not activated? Did I skip over this? Who can send you friend requests? I did skip over this. I think I talked about it, but I kind of skipped over it. I didn't really get into it. Who can send you friend requests? Everyone can send me friend requests, right? Because I'm trying to build an audience. And so make certain that your friend request button is activated. A lot of people's friend requests buttons are not activated because it's not the default setting that Facebook has it in. So you have to check this so that people can actually connect with you, okay? So activate that. And then I want to make certain that people can follow you. You can, let's see, do research, where is it? I want to make certain your follow button is on. Where is it? I said timeline and tagging. Right now, I'm not remembering where the follow button is. Let me go back in here. My follow button, where are you? Manage sections. Well, you know what, guys? When in doubt, you look for it. You go to the help and you say, follow. Who can follow me? All right, see, what is a follow? Your friends can automatically follow you. You can also let people who aren't your friends follow you. So this is a great way for people to connect with you. Sometimes people are liking your content, but maybe they've maxed out their friend requirement. You can only have 5,000 Facebook friends, right, on Facebook. So maybe they're maxed out, but they still want to get your content, so they're following you. Or maybe they're not interested in friending you. You know, they don't want to consummate the relationship to that level yet. They just want to kind of hear what you're talking about. You need to activate your follow button. And again, okay, I had to pop off there for a minute because my battery died. But I'm back. Okay, where I left off is the follow button. How did I find that? I did eventually find it. I went to settings, and then I went to public posts, and here we go. Who can follow me? Make sure your follow me button is activated. A lot of people's follow buttons are not activated. Allow the public to follow you, okay? If they don't want to send you a friend request, and then you can do whatever other custom attributes you want, okay? So, all right, so that is it. We just set up your profile so that it is much more attractive than it was before. And so, guess what? We're done with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Let me stop sharing my screen so you can see me again. Stop share. There I am. Okay, cool. All right, so we're branding you. We're branding you. You are your business. Your company is not your business. Your product is not your business. Your service is not your business. Your offer is not your business. You are your business, okay? So let's get you looking attractive, all right, so that we can begin to attract people to you, so that you can become the authority in the space, in the niche that you are promoting, okay? So let's get that done. Your homework assignment. Yes, you got a homework assignment. What is it? Your homework assignment after this video is to now fix all those profiles. And once you have your profile fixed, I want you to post it in the comment section so that we can applaud you for getting this done, okay? And here's what I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask that everybody take a look at their profile and give them commentary. You know, let them know, this is great, I love it. You know, give them some encouragement, because a lot of us are now operating out of our shell, because I've got you going out into the world and presenting yourself differently than when you have before, which is a scary place to be for some people. So this is a community where we are growing together as entrepreneurs, okay? I'm taking you on the journey with me, and I'm on the journey with you, all right? So the only way this is gonna work is if that we all support each other. So go ahead and post, do the work, do the exercise, post the URL to your Facebook profile page. In the comments, say that you're done. Let us know that you're done, and we'll go check you out, okay? And I would just ask that everybody go ahead and like their page, okay? Make it look like, you know, help them boost some activity on the new pictures that they put out there. Comment on it and just say, you know, like, comment, and just encourage them, okay? So that we can all get this done. And I just realized I said something that you may not know how to do. So I'm going to show you really quick. I just told you to grab the URL on your page and post it in the comments. And you may not know how to do that. So let me show you right now how to do that. So when you log into Facebook, you're here. It automatically defaults to your news feed. And so you're going to go to your actual profile, which is right here, and you're going to grab this link up here, and you're going to do a copy. All right? And then you're going to go to our community, which is Build Your Empire with Sherelle. You're going to find the video that I just posted, right? And then you're going to, you know, I haven't posted the video yet, but you're going to put in the comments, you're just going to cut and paste, okay? You're actually going to put the profile right there. All right? That's how you do that. All right, people. Have a great day. Make it a productive day. I actually, gosh, I have an appointment here in about 30 minutes. I'm bringing on a new business partner into my business. So I need to prepare for that because I'm building my empire. Okay? And I want you to go out there and build your empire too. So take care. Have a good one. Bye, guys.